Okay, so this story is mostly untrue. Turbo leg. The first time Olga shows up at the pool, we are halfway through the warm-up laps. We catch her eye and she smiles with perfect teeth. She's wearing a strappy pink one-piece, resort wear really, and a pearlescent lavender cap of the softest looking silicone on earth. From our respective lanes, we can't tear our eyes away. We are wearing utilitarian V-back Speedos or Speedo briefs in black or navy. Our latex caps are blue, emblazoned with the swim club's logo, and our goggles are fog-free with a simple strap. We've always dressed like this for as long as we can remember. Tim, our coach, tells Olga to jump into Adrian's lane, the fast one. There is nothing about her build to indicate that she's a strong swimmer. Normally you can tell by the shoulders someone's height, but not always. Swimming is egalitarian in that way. Tim, of course, has special powers of insight. That's why he's the coach of our swim squad. 100 to go, he shouts. Sitting on the pool ledge, Olga adjusts her goggles and slips in behind the Irish twins. Each lane is given a different start time. 1:05, 1:10, 1:15. Most of us simply follow the person in front, hoping they, unlike us, have mastered the mysterious workings of the pool clock. We finish our laps with one eye on Olga. Tim calls 850s, 25 fast, 25 slow. We push off the wall, streamline, then kick, reach, scoop. We're gliding through the water like minnows. We are strong and sleek. Some of us have mantras or songs we play in our heads. 1, 2, breathe, kick, kick, kick. And if we've been to therapy, you are strong and you are loved. The water roils, sloshes onto the tiles. Some of us shave off a lap here or there to keep up with the pack. Truth be told, we all want to impress Tim. To be told we are fast and dynamic and elegant as seals. Most of us, as you can probably guess, have hang-ups from childhood. Some of us lived far from the coast. We didn't own a surfboard or a pair of board shorts, you understand? Tim shouts, controlled breathing ascending, breathe every 3 strokes, then every 5, every 7, every 9, 10-second rest, then repeat in descending order. His directions reverberate off the concrete and tiles. Our arms ache, our lungs burn, we grumble. Squat is supposed to be fun, Tim yells in our beet red faces. We propel our bodies through the water, stealing glances at Olga. She is fast, faster even than Adrian. We study her technique and make comparisons. There is something about her kick. Later, drinking coffees down the road, everyone has something to say about the newcomer. Did you see her cap? Adrian asks. It glimmers. Someone, maybe Amir, points out her unusual technique. Did you see, he says, that she predominantly kicks with one leg? He demonstrates the low bass notes with his hands. Da-doof, da-doof, da-doof. A turbo boost, a turbo leg, someone says. Da-doof, da-doof, da-doof. We hide our jealousy behind orders of bagels and muffins. At the next squad, we notice the uptake of resort wear among the group. Strappy numbers in primary colours revealing bums, side boobs and tummies. Even the men have spruced themselves up. Low-rise briefs, for instance, are popular in the slow lane. Are those new togs? We ask each other. I've always had these, we lie. Tim calls drills with kickboards. As we swim, those of us in Olga's lane pay special attention to her turbo kick. We start copying her. our left leg suspended, our right leg kicking with force, a 1-2 kick. It's unnatural at first and we feel a little unbalanced, like a boat listing starboard. "What are you lot doing?" Tim yells from the edge of the pool. We shrug. "Nothing." "You're up to something," he says. Tim's smart like that. We put our heads under the water to drown out his voice and continue kicking until our one leg burns. Afterwards, we float on our backs or reach for plastic-free bottles of water. Our times, Tim says, are slower than usual. We tell him the pool clock's broken. Instead of doing the cool down, those of us with charisma or confidence chat to Olga. The rest of us wonder how, without shared trials or injuries, talk is even possible. We quiver with envy. At the cafe, we watch her order a skim latte with one equal, the barista captivated by her legs. By the following week, we are all wearing soft silicone caps in iridescent pinks, purples and blues, our scalps shimmering like mother of pearl. We are creatures of the sea or the pool. We are one, our bodies are water. Here is where we belong. Tim, we notice, is wearing a new singlet, possibly from a surf shop. With a cutout at the shoulder, he looks like a longboarder who goes to outdoor rock concerts on the weekends. Olga raises her eyebrow. Somehow, we've become cool. We were the bullied at school, never the bullies. We never came close to a blue ribbon or cheering applause, and now, look at us. See, transformation is possible. We do relays and duck dives. We do one-arm butterfly and leg-only breaststroke. Olga is the fastest among us and getting faster. "She's a fish," Tim says. Yes, we agree, a fish. We trip over ourselves trying to buy her a coffee. We too only drink skim lattes with one equal. We ask about her life. She talks about her family home in the Thousand Islands. She invites Tim to visit. We grow jealous of their closeness. These days, Tim is content to sit in his deck chair, drinking a high-protein shake. Occasionally, he stands to demonstrate a drill. He tells us we're just like dolphins. We treasure his words of praise and we repeat them to each other. By the end of August, we've all mastered Olga's turbo kick. Da-doof, da-doof, da-doof. She, for some reason, often swims alone in the far lane, abruptly stopping sometimes in the shallows to look at us. Tim says we're showing improvement. Full of pride, we flash bits of bum and boob. We flirt with each other. There is talk of Amir banging Adrian. We want to bang each other. There is so much love in the pool. We are drenched in it. During 50s with pool boys between our thighs, Stu, who's been away swimming in Greece, returns in his classic Speedo briefs. "What the heck's going on?" he says, taking in the strange tableau. "We don't know what you're talking about," we say. "Your swimming costumes are ridiculous," Stu says, "and what's with the wonky leg?" Olga lifts the divider and swims over. "You're all mimicking me, aren't you?" she says. "My bathing suit and my kick." When we look at her blankly, she says, "My right ankle is double jointed, like Michael Phelps. You're making fun of me." We're not, we promise. We tell her we love her. Those words, though spoken earnestly, drive her from the pool. She snatches her towel off the floor and strides outside. We're hurt and confused, but we keep gliding through the aquamarine blue. We agree with each other that Olga was too sensitive, a diva. We're better off without her. We don't mention her again. And soon, Stu adopts a pair of hunky briefs and a cap like the inside of a seashell. The K's stack up. We've swum the length of the English Channel once more. The old hierarchies return. Adrian is the fastest, but he is no longer banging Amir, who is now bonking one of the Irish twins. Everyone looks so hot in resort wear. Our turbo kick is natural, powerful. No one can quite remember how any of it started. Even Tim thinks it's just the way it always was. He sits on the deck chair in ripped jeans, and between gulps of his protein shake, tells us to kick, kick, kick with our one leg. We feel good about ourselves again. We get up at daybreak for squad and feel virtuous, thinking of our neighbours still dozing in bed. One day in December, we've just started our warm-up when a new guy arrives. He's wearing a fast skin, just like in the Olympics. Our eyes rove over his polyurethane compression suit. He adjusts his snorkel and dives into the pool. A snorkel, we whisper to each other. He doesn't have to turn his head to breathe. There is something in that, we say to each other. Tim shouts, "Hey, what's the matter?" Nothing, we shrug, mesmerised.